Hey guys, it's Mana here. I don't have a whole lot of time to record today, so I didn't want to spend a lot of time looking for a game and then give myself even less time to record. So I'm revisiting One Way to Die, because this was a really interesting game and I really enjoyed it, and I think a lot of people enjoyed it as well. I don't know. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback, although I did get comments from the creator of the game, which was super awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna revisit this and see what happens, because it was pretty funny. Pledges of friendship. Suddenly you snap awake in your bed, mouth dry, eyes sticky, and a slight film of moisture covering your whole body. As you blink away the fog of that last dream, the one where you died, a feeling of dread creeps over you. You are barely able to recall the last few seconds when suddenly it is replaced by a pretty nasty headache. Despite the feeling that horrible things are about to happen in your pulsating cranium, you remember that today is the last day of the glorious Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. While the closing itself is truly a crime against humanity, the upside is that all the rides and games are free. The fried foods are heavily saturated as well as discounted, and there's a chance to win your own elephant. Who would pass that up, even with the specter of death lingering about? But do you stop to take an aspirin for that wretched headache? Or make a sandwich to fill your empty belly? Or just say fuck it and head to the car? Perhaps you should take some aspirin for that headache, shower and get cleaned up, then head out. Stomach growls, maybe you should grab a bite to eat before heading out. Just a sandwich. Yeah, you'll be fine. Time to go. Well, I'm avid for that aspirin. I miss my horses. You stumble into the bathroom, coughing a bit as if the air has thickened somehow. Somewhere nearby, maybe even your garage below, you hear engines running, but more than one car's. The room itself seems to take on a light, foggy quality as your next few steps slowly lose stability. You take a tumble down to the floor, but manage to cling to the hamper and swing over toward the wall. Your breath seems to grow shorter, and you slump down against the wall as the room grows foggier and fuzzier. Is it just your vision, you wonder, as the whole scene begins to get darker and darker. Eventually, the carbon monoxide poisoning stops your brain from functioning, and you swing over to the left and hit the floor, unconscious before your head makes contact. You have died from carbon monoxide poisoning. Start over. I'm very adamant about this aspirin. Do you stop to take that aspirin for that headache? Yes, I do. The aspirin is against me today. You start walking toward the bathroom when a strange noise stops you dead in your tracks. You tilt your head toward what you believe is the source of the creaking sound, the closet door. Could it be coming from in there? Did some small creature make a nest in there and breed? Considering the sheer amount of random crap you have accumulated and shoved away to be forgotten, well, there couldn't possibly be any room for anything in there. You stand cautiously observing the door as a low groan comes again, beckoning you to come closer. Closer. You take a deep breath, letting it out slowly as you take the steps that bring you within a 2-foot radius. And at this, the door bursts open as an avalanche of randomly hoarded goods and boxes of worthless shit come raining down upon you, crushing you under its mammoth bulk. You lay there, lungs crushed and bones broken, coughing up blood and cursing eBay for all its impossibilities as the darkness takes you. Thank you. Thank you, eBay. Oh. Just then you smell it, the smoke. You try to sit up in your bed, but you seem to be restrained at the wrists and ankles by some thin-looking chains. The more you struggle, the more they seem to tighten. Even worse, the smoke starts to grow thicker as you see the first of the flames start to lash under your door. Fast forward a few minutes or so, and your bedroom is now in full blaze. You are wildly flinging about, chained to the bed. At long last, the bottom of the blanket catches fire and quickly spreads up to you. You can feel the fire engulf your legs and crawl its way up to your chest. The pain is unbearable, but all you can think of before the shock sets in is, that smells delicious. Oh my god, I love this game. I love this. You decide to browse Reddit on your phone real quick before popping up to head out. Looking at the local subreddit, you notice a post with a link to your own obituary. What the fuck? You exclaim as you click the post. There are a few comments, some talking shit about you, and even some by a few of your neighbors. You hit the comment button to respond about this oddity when the phone falls from your hand and your eyes go blank as you slump back into your pillow. You died from the unknown. Start over. Wow, this is great. Okay, so I'm the saboteur. So the creator explained this to me. Setting traps on here makes you set traps in other people's games, apparently. So that's awesome, and I'm gonna set all the traps that I can because I'm a dick like that. Okay. As you get ready to leave your bedroom, you notice a small thread by the bedroom door. That's weird, you think. Do you want to yank on it, or just get on your way? Maybe just see what happens. Stomach growls. Maybe you should grab a bite to eat before heading out. Yeah, you'll be fine. Time to go. Well, I'm gonna set this trap because I'm gonna mess with somebody. Woohoo! You've entered the bathroom in a blinded fury as the headache repeatedly stabs at your brain from all sides. After almost giving up hope, you spot it out of the corner of your eye, lying capless on the floor behind the toilet. Picking up the bottle and giving it a swift shake, you are rewarded with 6 little pills that you try to swallow, mushering what saliva you can in the process. The majority go down easily enough, but the last one just happens to get lodged in your throat a bit, causing you to hack and cough. It even hurts a little bit as you begin to worry about choking on it. Luckily, it dryly finds its way down to your stomach. Washing it down further with some foul-tasting sink water seems to help. That one was close, you think as you wash your face in the sink. Okay, maybe you're just being a bit paranoid about that. A smile crosses your face as you remember there's no time for such dark thoughts. It's the fun park's last day. You notice a candle burning on the edge of the sink for whatever reason. It's pretty weird, you think. You have taken aspirin. This will negate certain biological deaths. Say Bloody Mary into the mirror 3 times. Set trap. I don't have time for such shenanigans. I'm setting a trap. Heated exchange. Just a few minutes in the kitchen were all you needed to whip up a delicious sandwich to tide you over until you get to the fun park. But not even this mouth-watering beauty was enough to keep those creeping fears at bay. You were a little too jumpy when you were spreading the mustard, but it's only a butter knife after all. What could really happen? You chew each bite very cautiously, randomly glancing up at the clock, then back to the table again. Every other time you take a drink of water to wash down your mashed sandwich clumps, secretly fearing you will choke if there's not enough liquid lubricant present. You toss the plate in the sink and make your way to the front door as you swallow the last remaining piece. Delicious. On your way out of the kitchen, your phone informs you the milk delivery bill is overdue. Probably should pay that shit. You have eaten a sandwich. This will prevent hunger-related deaths. Call the milkman and tell them to fuck themselves. Not as satisfying as fresh corn dogs, but it'll do. Let's go. Well, let's set a trap, because I'm an asshole. Damn it! I'm not reading this one, because this one happened last time. Screw you! Screw you! Because, somebody thought it was a good idea to, bring their gun. God damn it! I got this one last time, too! That sucks. God damn it! Wow, jet engine. That's very Donnie Darko of you. Suddenly you hear some faint whistling noise. You look around the room, trying to locate the source, but see nothing. A quick glance out the window gives you no indication as to where the sound is coming from. You whip the covers off your sweaty yet well-rested body and throw one of your legs over the side of the bed. Just before you pop up to track the noise down, a massive plane engine crashes through the roof of your house and smashes you down into the bed. The bed down through the floor, and all of it into the living room, which destroys that brand new couch you just got last week. Wow. Okay, we're gonna take the aspirin. We have negated certain biological deaths. Sneak in a sandwich. You've eaten a sandwich, which will prevent hunger-related deaths. Not satisfying as corn dogs, but it'll do. Let's go. You cruise out the front door with the fun park on your mind. Without missing a beat, you get into your car and back that big bad bastard out of the driveway. After straightening it out in the street and nudging the neighbor kid's bike, you go flying down the road and slightly over the speed limit. Just as the bike tumbles over, it seems like nothing can stop you. As you pull up to the first light, you realize you were low on gas, perhaps critically low if you aren't careful, and coast most of the way. You press that fancy button that gives you an estimation on when you'll run out, and it seems to be enough to make it to the fun park and back. Barely. Maybe. Looking up from the dash, you see a gas station on the corner adjacent from you. For only malicious reasons, while sitting at the light, you think you should call the tree trimmers and have them take just a notch out of that big-ass tree in your yard. Well, I'm the saboteur, so I'm going to set a trap, because I'm an asshole, as we've, already discovered. Yeah! Oh, I got Achievement unlocked. Triple non-threat. Okay. Okay. You come roaring into the gas station and up to the pump. Within 3 minutes of being out of the car, you are accosted at a distance by a few homeless gentlemen for anything you can spare. Literally anything. Waving them off, you fill the tank and slip your card into the reader to pay. The homeless guy tries to get up, falling twice, and finally shamble towards you, saying something about buying them some snacks. Nodding to them and brandishing a one-finger salute, you pop back into your car and flee the scene at a highly accelerated speed. Thank the flying spaghetti monster for the convenience of pay at the pump. No time to deal with the slags. It's time for the fun park. Perhaps before taking off, you should loop around the small building and tip the gas clerk a bit. You have filled the car. This will prevent gasoline-related deaths. Throw a handful of pennies at the clerk and speed off, set trap, head back to the freeway. Why would I throw money at the clerk? Even if it is a trap, I don't want to do that. No hope for Maliki. Okay. You jump onto the freeway, crank up the radio, wind down the windows, and speed off toward the fun park. Weaving in and out traffic while going well above the speed limit isn't the safest, but you desperately need to get somewhere in a hurry. It's the way to go. But some asshole pulls out in front of you, going about half your speed and causing you to jerk the wheel to the right. You kind of unintentionally cut off an elderly lady who didn't take kindly to that. You shake your fist at the filthy slag who cut you off, while the equally enraged old lady speeds up to attempt to rear-end you. Luckily, you quickly juke right as the slag tries to side ram you, causing him to collide with the rapidly approaching grandmother instead. After you watch the collision in your rearview mirror, you look ahead to see a truck with a large container of bees on it. You skirt up the side and to get ahead of him. Cut that track off very, very closely. Truck. Set trap. Pull into the fun park parking lot. You know, bees are a serious thing to fuck with. And bees are already endangered as it is. Well, honeybees. So I'm not fucking with the bees. No fucking with bees, man. It's bad for everyone. Just bad. I like my honey, thank you. Damn it! Sesame Street, motherfuckers, you scream out the window as you slam into the car parked ahead of you. Good enough for now, you think as you get out and run to the front gate. You look at the raffle ticket carefully, then decide you should see the would-be prize for yourself. Heading over to the elephant pen, there seems to be a crowd around it with the same idea. You push through them, ending up right behind the great beast itself, and just as it decides to sit down. And in what will forever be known as the most extreme hernia in history, you grasp the animal's large ass and try to push it back up. This doesn't seem to work out too well, and your lower abdomen splits from the strain. Oh god, your intestines spit forth like trick snakes in a bean can. When the first person sees it and screams, the now freaked out elephant stands up straight and hurries away from you. You then collapse in a pile of blood and entrails as the cruel, cruel world darkens around you. You have died from hernia. Start over. Well, I made it to the park for once. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, we're gonna take aspirin. Error 404. The page cannot be found. The page cannot be found. Please contact the system administrator if this error continues to occur. He will more than likely laugh at you because this is actually a real death in the game, not a proper HTML 404 error, in case you can't tell the difference. You have died by miscellaneous error. Start over. Okay. Fine. One more. Aspirin. We have negated certain biological deaths. Sneak in a sandwich. We have negated hunger-related deaths. Let's go. God damn it. Problematic is not a phrase to describe the process of you getting into the car and getting it started. Luckily, backing that beast into the road goes well, too. Almost too well, you think to yourself. However, as you're driving down the road, you glance over at your passenger seat to see the extremely long scarf your aunt knitted you. Thinking fondly of her and ignoring the summer weather, you put it on carelessly, letting the excess fall out the window. As it flaps wildly, the air current helps it dip down by the tire and get sucked in. As the wheel spins, winding more scarf in, you get yanked partially out of the window, your foot too far to hit any pedal. Your face starts to change colors as your airflow completely shuts off. You flail desperately, while pathetically trying to stop the car, but you're strangled to death before you can. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it here because I am out of time to record today. I love this. Like, I haven't done the choose mode yet, and I don't really want to because I really love the randomness of this. So, I'm going to call it here. I'll see you guys later. I'm logging off now. And remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You may just save a life. Bye. Oh, now you want to jump up here. Now you want to come up and visit.